Hello, hi there once more. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from whichever part of world you are seeing me. Hello. Today we are going to speak something important, especially important in today's society where there's lots of competition going on. There's lots of so-called rat race, and one thing which you need to do is to make something or do something which makes it possible to make you stand out from the crowd. And one of the reasons or one of the ways you can do this is through being productive. It doesn't matter whether you are working as a professional or you're working as a student. Being productive and achieving your goals or being efficient has always been one of the keys to success. And in this video, let us discuss how you can achieve it. And when we see it in the complete picture, it's not that hard and out of the way to get it. And in this video I'm going to share 5 of the tips and tricks which for me have always worked out, and hopefully I hope that it would be the same case with you all people. And starting off, the very first thing which we need to do is to make a mindset. And a mindset is really important. A mindset which cries out, yes, we have to do it. So the first thing is that you have to make your mindset, yes, you have to do the shit. You have to take your charge and just go out and do your work, and at least start with it. Just shrug off the inertia and just start it. Whether it's just the baby steps or the first step, it hardly matters. The most important thing is to have that mindset and to start actually doing your work and making small steps at a time, and then actually starting. And once you have done this, you would get some kind of confidence that yes, it is something than nothing. And then it's like a process of building. It's step by step by step, but the first step is to get started on the way, to get started on your journey. Otherwise you would be always stuck saying that yes, I can do it, but yeah, I can do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. It's just a play of procrastination. As they say, procrastination is the thief of time. So the main thing is to get started, to get out, to just shrug off your what, I even can't find words. That is the thing. Just shrug off your intimidations and just start doing what you want to do, and this would definitely make a difference. Moving on, point 2 is setting up goals and setting up realistic goals. Just going on without any template in mind, just saying that yes, I want to achieve so and so, and just going on in the field without anything is just, it would not just bring anything. It would surely bring something, but not the goals. You would definitely not be productive. You would definitely not be achieving something more reasonable in less time than others. Yeah, the quest is here is you have to achieve something, the same thing, or rather something more, but in less amount of time, and at the same time you should be delivering on quality. So it's not that you should compromise on quality because you're doing it in less amount of time. And definitely for that you need to fix your goals, and that goals need not be super high goals or really an Herculean task something. You should at least start with something. You should say that yes, in 3 hours I need to finish these and these pages of work, and just document this, and then move on. And with this you are definitely in the next region of your work. So there is always something which is left behind, which is always something which is left done. So I always think it like a day when we go to hiking, and when we see that, oh my god, it's really high. There's the top of the mountain is quite high, and I don't know, I have my doubts whether I can go up there. And when you start going, and when you look back and you see the road downstairs, and you have a feeling that yes, I've achieved something. So it's like that. It's combination of point number 1 and point number 2 which I told. Firstly, you have to just make your mind that yes, I have to do it, I have to get my things done. And secondly, you have to have some goals which are quite reasonable. Otherwise, just setting up any goals which are just not achievable again would land you in not doing something, because you would go and try to achieve those goals, they would not be achievable, and then again fall back and saying yes, I just can't do it, I can just procrastinate it to probably tomorrow. And it's like moving in circles then. So point number 3 which I want to make is you have to know thy stuff. So you really need to know your work, or you really need to know what kind of things are expected of you. And believe me, this kind of knowing what you are really doing, it just takes off lots of pressure, lots of loads from your head, because you already have a clear vision, a clear set, a clear framework in your mind that yes, you're going to do this and this, and I know what I'm going to do. So it's always that you're moving in taking all these 3 points in consideration. So it's always necessary to make that happen. So, and yeah, let me take a quick break and grab a cup of tea. So moving on, as we discussed, point number 1 was just to start off. Point number 2 was setting up realistic goals. Point number 3 was knowing what you're going to do exactly. And moving on, point number 4 is quite important, I think, in these days. It's to know that you're not alone, that you are living in a community. So especially in workplaces, it's not a thing that you're working alone nowadays. It's like a symbiotic relationship. It's like a synergistic relationship, I would say. And it's always good to share your thoughts with your colleagues, and also give your experiences, give your feedbacks to them, and in return take their feedback. Just ask whether it's right, or how do you feel, what are your suggestions. And in this case, I believe you can also save lots of time, because maybe the other person has more experience or has completely other perspective, a completely different point of view, and maybe you have not thought of it, and maybe it can give completely different direction to your work, and probably you can save lots of time, be more productive, and also make something of value out of it. So here it's also important that you never forget that the thing which you are going to deliver is of quality. Is not to concentrate on too many things at a single time. Well, this happens with me always. I tend to take too many tasks at hand, and at the end none of it is finished and I am left with nothing. So it's always better not to take too many tasks at hand and do all the tasks haphazardly and end up doing nothing. Instead of that, you can take one piece or one task or one challenge at a time, and then complete that with 100% dedication, with 100% quality, with 100% effort, and then move on to the next one. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you are just going to lose time, and you're not going to have a feeling that you have achieved something. So I would say that was it for today. I hope to meet you soon again, and in between, as I say always, never forget to live your life. It's too short and it's too precious, so never forget to live. And if you have not checked in my video for the transition from winter to spring, be sure to check the video. I would link it in the description box. So goodbye and see you next time.